Hello everyone, and thank you for joining my Travel 101 webinar, How to Safely Travel with Your Girl Scout Troop and Service Unit. Girl Scouts is invested in creating girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. Changing the world is our ultimate destination, and our girls will do amazing things, one adventure at a time. Travel will teach girls new skills and exciting new experiences. In this webinar, we will be going over the following things: why traveling with Girl Scouts rocks, pre-planning details, trip preparation, on-the-trip tips, evaluating the trip, and review. So, travel rocks. Traveling is an exciting way to teach girls new skills and introduce them to new experiences. Travel can incorporate a single-day bus trip to Boston or a 3-night overplace to the birthplace of Juliet Gordon Low in Savannah, Georgia. It can even involve international travel. A Girl Scout trip is defined as any time a group has an activity at a location other than the regular scheduled meeting place. Cadets and older can travel internationally, both with their troop, service unit, or even go on a destination from Girl Scouts USA. Let's talk about pre-planning. You want to check the guidelines for travel for deadlines and tips. These guidelines are available on our website, and we will go over them shortly as well. The trip should be girl-led. Daisies, brownies, juniors, and cadets should have adults guiding them, whereas seniors and ambassadors can pick their own trips, with adults only advising. Help the girls brainstorm and choose locations, determine basic logistics, work out a rough estimate of the budget, and think twice about purchases. When things don't go as planned, you should have some emergency funds on the trip. Pre-planning permissions for domestic trips. For a day trip under 50 miles with no adventure activities, inform your service unit manager via email. For a day trip over 50 miles with no adventure activities, inform your service unit manager with an intent to travel form. For a domestic trip for less than 3 nights with camping outside of a GSNENY property, submit an intent to travel form for the service unit manager and ask for certificate insurance from a facility or transport provider. For a domestic travel trip 3 nights or more, submit intent to travel form to the service unit manager, who will submit to volunteer services at GSNENY for review. For adventure activities or if you have non-Girl Scouts attending, you must purchase additional insurance. For international travel, you want to begin brainstorming and budgeting 2 years in advance. You want to submit the intent to travel form to GSNENY 6 months in advance, purchase additional insurance 2 months prior, collect copies of passports, visas, and personal contact forms. All trips, whether domestic or international, require parent permission slips and health history forms before traveling. International trips also require authorization for medical treatments for adults and for girls. Be sure you have trained adults in place for the following roles: a troop trip organizer, a licensed troop camper, a troop driver, and a first aider. The troop trip organizer should assist girls in planning, budgeting, and organizing short outings, overnights, or longer trips. The licensed troop camper assists girls in planning, budgeting, and preparing for a troop camping experience where girls will cook and or sleep outdoors. Blended outdoor skills training for this role is required. The troop driver drives girls and adults on field trips, outings, and trips, and ensures the proper safety procedures are all followed while transporting girls. And the first aider provides first aid as needed, must have a current first aid CPR certification. Training can be provided by WellSource, Epic, Red Cross, or many other companies. A Daisy trip is for short local places, especially to places in and around the neighborhood. Brownies can go on all-day trips and single overnights. Juniors can do extended overnights around the region, and cadets, seniors, and ambassadors, anything goes. Domestic and international trips of almost any duration. When budgeting, think about the following details: transportation, lodging, food, tips, insurance, recreation, admission fees, taxes, and emergency funds. Brainstorm money-earning projects as needed and plan to obtain approval. Purchase additional insurance to cover your trip if necessary. Collect certificates of insurance from any facility or transportation provider that you are using. There are 4 types of insurance. Plan 1 is a basic accident. This is covered free for any registered Girl Scout. This is one of the reasons we ask all adults to register as well as parents. For events up to 3 overnights without any adventure activities, you are already covered under our insurance. Plan 2 is for non-Scout and 3+ nights. It's an accident plan. It's 11 cents per person per day. And it's for any non-registered Girl Scout and any Girl Scout attending an event more than 3 nights. So if you're having a family day and siblings are attending, this is the piece you'd look for. Plan 3P is overnight and adventure activities. This is 70 cents per person per day. These are for all overnight trips longer than 3 nights and most trips with adventure activities. And Plan 3PI is international. This is required for all international trips, and yes, Canada counts. Trip preparation. So certifications are fun and required for CPR. Pack a travel first aid kit, and if you have a minor injury or illness or serious accident, make sure to track it. Fill out the accident form. Make sure you have a communication plan. Talk to parents in advance about the amount of communication they can expect. Have a plan for communication in the event that something doesn't go as planned, and remember to bring the GSNENY emergency contacts with you. Packing. Pack light. Make packing a game. Girls carry their own pack, and make sure to have a list of who carries and keeps track of group items, and then use the equipment checklist for a car or a van. Things to remember. As per GSUSA requirements, all males must have a separate sleeping area and a separate bathroom. All drivers for Girl Scout events must be registered Girl Scouts, licensed, insured, and at least 21 years old. Girls must never drive any other girls. Permission may be given for mothers and daughters to share beds, but no other adult and girls may share beds. Girls should go everywhere with a buddy. The minimum level for girls to travel internationally is a cadet. There must be a minimum of 2 unrelated adults, one of whom is female, attending each trip, and leaders may collect health forms at the beginning of the year and keep them for the durance of the year. On the trip, be a savvy traveler. A tacky tourist is an insensitive traveler who roams around clueless about the culture she's visiting. If you want to be seen as a true traveler, keep the following tips in mind. Word power. Take the time to learn a few words in another language if necessary, or use please, thank you, excuse me, hello, and goodbye. Slow down and avoid slang. Crank down the volume. Keep raucous laughter to public squares and sidewalks. Photo op. Ask permission before you snap your shot. What to wear. Respect local dress codes and modesty norms. Let go of the grump. Would you rather complain about the weirdness of a place, people, and things, or soak them all in and take back the best memories in photos, journals, and stories? And you can't beat sleep. Keep a few hours for primetime shut-eye, as there will be plenty to do and see tomorrow. When you return, and even during the trip, you want to evaluate your trip, ensure reflection time throughout the trip, and then check in the girls at regular intervals after the trip. What worked? What didn't work? What did you learn? How did the group work together? Now that the girls had a great trip, ask them where they want to go next. And make sure you review everything that we talked about today. Do some research. Complete and submit forums. Stay on budget. First aid and emergency plans are fun. Go with the flow. And above all, do have fun. If you have any questions, please contact us at volunteering@girlscoutsneny.org, and we are always happy to hear from you. And if you need copies of the forums or any other such thing, also contact us and we'd be happy to share them with you. Again, my name is Mina Lee, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.